Boys! I'm making 2 mail days in 1 day. Could be illegal. I did it anyway. Please don't unsubscribe. How do I open this fucking thing? Sorry guys, Okay. Sorry, but I'll edit out the white noise there. This is the worst video I've ever made. Okay. This is an alt file, right? Yes, it is. Okay. So I made this as a separate video because I want to discuss Dragon Ball GT. So if you guys are not aware, anyone who hasn't been around a long time like I have, I think this is 2004. Yeah. So the original Score Dragon Ball Z cards came out about 2001, and I guess it didn't last that long, did it? I think they made the Score cards for about 3 or 4 years. It was really big. It was in every single store. Wasn't quite as big as Pokemon, but it was bigger than Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm pretty sure. It had a pretty robust tournament scene, and yeah, they had a huge player base. Obviously, it's Dragon Ball Z. Everyone knows it. That being said, so once they finished making Score, the Dragon Ball Z, it ended at Kid Buu Saga. But even though it has an obvious end date because there's only so many TV shows, and the card game is based after the sagas in the TV shows. So it ended at Kid Buu, which is the end of Z. But also the game kind of started to die around that time anyway. So like the print run on the Kid Buu Saga, which was the last saga, was pretty low. But anyway, the point of that is that a different company launched the Dragon Ball GT game. No, it's still Score. It's still Score, but there's something about it that's different. But they changed the game, how the game works. They made the game more complicated, and they changed the style of the cards. Ooh, this one's pretty minty though, huh? Yeah, this was a reputable seller. So this was there's only a few GT Ultra Rares I need. And I actually don't even, I don't like this card. I don't think it looks good. I don't care for Dr. Mew. I think he's a chode. But I bought it because there was only 1 or 2 left I needed. And so in GT, they changed it. So there's 2 different foil types. There's a flat foil, and then there's an alt foil. And then there's limited, unlimited. So there's a lot of different versions you can get of the cards. And I didn't have an alt foil limited copy. Oh, you can see a little print line on there. These are pretty famous for having print lines. But so I wanted to talk about Dragon Ball GT a bit and show you guys what I've got here. So these are Lost Saga promos. Oh, they're not promos, but it's a subset. And these are extremely hard to pull. This is one of the most valuable GT cards you can have. Notably, this is unlimited. So a limited copy would be worth more. But there's 2 Lost Saga Ultra Rares. There's Trunks and Pan. Trunks is more desirable. So this card is actually very rare. But I'll go through and show you guys. So this is a flat foil. But then you can see this is the alt foil. So the alt foils are typically more desirable. I think the pull rate is the same. But is this the other one I needed? There's only 2 cards I needed in alt foil. Maybe this is the other one. So I have a ton of these Gokus. These were super cheap when I was buying them, and I was like, these should not. I was like buying them for like $40. They're worth like 80, 100, something like that now. But yeah, I have a bunch of Gokus. I didn't pull out any Z cards, but in my opinion, the Z cards, they just look a lot better. And the Z cards have a lot more value than the Score cards. Than the GT cards. Okay, so this is what I was trying to show you guys. So, how many of these dumbass cards do I have? I have way too. I might actually sell some of these. So this is a flat foil. It's a limited flat foil. So I have 2, 3, 4. I have 4 limited flat foils. And you can see this is an alt foil, but it's unlimited. So now I finally have my limited alt foil. So yeah, there's only one other card I need out of the main sets. I don't have a Pan. from Lost Saga, but I'm not trying to get those. They're too expensive, too hard to find. So now we go to Super 17. And then the Gokus are the ones that kind of hold the most value. So this is level 6 Goku. This one's a flat. This one's the alt foil. And these are limited. So yeah, these are pretty pricey. And then Omega Shenron, he's not worth as much, but this is my alt foil. This one's my flat foil. I guess I have 2 flat foils, and then there's a unlimited copy. So yeah, I'll cut that down. I'll make the video a bit shorter. But yeah, I just want to show you guys my GT cards. I don't collect any of the non-personality ultra rares. There's so many, and I don't care for them. I had a few, and I actually just sold them because I was like, I don't really want to be keeping all those. So yeah, I just want to share with you guys the world of Dragon Ball GT. It's not quite as exciting as the old Z cards, but I still like them, and I'm still trying to complete the set. So yeah, there's only one more card I need, and then I'll be done. And then maybe, God, I don't know if I'd ever find a limited copy of this. It's so rare. All right, boys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow.